Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Today is 2 weeks, 14 days since I sat in a dental chair, Innovative Dental, with Dr. Grant Olson staring over my face, plucking a ton of teeth out of my face, and setting some...
Nice job, my friend. Looking good.
Look at their set of teeth.
implants, screwing in some temporary teeth, as you can see here. And it's been about a week since I've last posted, so I figured I'd jump on, kind of give everybody an update. That way you can kind of continue on the journey with me. So at week 2, what's new? Okay, so at week 2, I still have a mouth that is absolutely full of stitches and sutures. I would have thought that maybe they would have started coming out by now, but I think I've only seen 1 or 2 pieces actually come out over the last couple of weeks. So it still causes quite a bit of discomfort, especially in this lower gum line, because that's where there's a predominance of sutures in that lower area, because I had already had the top middle section already pulled prior to 2 weeks ago. But getting those sutures, you know, the more you talk and the more you continue to talk, it just really makes a soreness in that lower gum line. And not sure what it's all about, but you know, it is what it is. It's all part of the road to recovery, so I can't complain about it. I did notice, you know, in my upper the roof of my mouth, in the upper roof of my mouth, where the prosthetic is screwed in, seems to be like a little flap of, I'm just gonna call it, you know, a flap of skin, maybe a flap of meat, what do you want to call it? It's kind of stuck right there in between the roof line, the roof of the mouth, and where the prosthetic is pinched there. So you have this little bitty flap of meat. So every time you try and eat, it actually gets very irritated, and you can feel it, you know, swell up and go swell down, swell up, swell down. So it's quite annoying. I'm hoping that when I go back on January 20th, that they can do something there, or at least give me an idea of what I can do to correct that, because that's definitely not something I can just learn to deal with, because it just doesn't feel right. I also have a little bitty, you know, kind of a skin flap section in my lower mouth line as well, but not nearly as significant as the upper. I do have a little bit of soreness over on this lower left side still, and there's actually a little bit of a gap there in between where the temporary teeth are and my gum line. So not sure what it's about, but you know, if you move your tongue around, you can feel it, and I'm always worried that it's coming loose when I think maybe it's just the swelling's a little bit different, and maybe the temporary just didn't fit right in that section. It's unfortunate because it is annoying, because you know, it's constantly right there. As I, you know, stick my tongue, I can constantly feel it where I can't feel it anywhere else in my mouth, being like that. So hopefully that's another thing that we can address when I go back on January 20th for the follow-up to see how the healing's going, because that's the next time I can get in there. So obviously it's the holidays. You know, Dr. O is closed, I believe, through the 6th of January. So, you know, no complaints there. I think it's fantastic that he takes the time off for both him and his family, and gives his team that time off to spend with their family during the holidays, because that's I got a lot of respect for Mr. O for doing that. So Dr. O, good job on that. I like that. But not a whole lot new. Obviously, you can see that my black eyes are about gone. That big black and blue spot I had on my lower chin that went all the way from my chin down through my neck here, that's pretty much subsided as well. So I'm starting to look a little more normal. Obviously my swelling has gone down tremendously. Trying to think sleep wise. So sleeping, I don't think I've gotten back to my normal sleep schedule yet. I still seem to be waking up in the middle of the night with some discomforts, and it's mainly as I lay on one side or another. If I lay straight on my back and leave myself elevated, I don't really tend to have too much problems, other than just getting dry. Laying on one side or the other, I will have a little bit of soreness on either side of that jaw, on which side of the face I lay on. So still nothing to really complain about. I mean, we're only 2 weeks into recovery. You know, I personally expected it to go a little bit quicker and thought it would have gone a little bit quicker than it has. But, you know, that was just my assumption. No one actually told me that it was going to go by faster. You know, obviously we have some others in our community here that have been going through the same process and trying to heal, even to the fact where I know a couple of them, or at least one of them for sure, told me that they didn't even start losing their sutures till, I want to say, 3 to 3.5 weeks into it. So that kind of leads you up into that time frame when you do go back, just shortly prior to you going back for your visit for, you know, to check your healing. But overall, eating still sucks. You know, you can't eat anything that you really want, so you're trying to, you know, adjust to the soft food diets. There's not a ton of stuff that I really care for. As a matter of fact, there's days where I just don't even eat too much of anything. I'll just kind of do an intermittent fast and drink some more, you know, medium, warm, hot black coffee just to keep on trucking along. You know, sometimes you'll just throw some pudding or, you know, soups in there. As far as anything with any kind of substance, you know, the mashed potatoes and gravy works well, obviously. You know, red beans and rice from Popeyes seems to work really well for me personally. But of course, there's not one local, so I got to run to town and buy 2 or 3 and stick them in the fridge at a time. But overall, I am still excited that I did this. I'm still excited to see what everything looks like when it's all said and done. It's unfortunate that it is a longer journey than you might want to believe. And if anybody's wanting to know kind of what that timeline looks like, let me know. I'll put a video together for that. I already started it actually, but I don't want to keep spending the time putting these videos together if no one appreciates them or wants to have that conversation or even watch them. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I know we're about 7 minutes into this video. Most people don't watch past 2 minutes at most. So hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody has a fantastic New Year, because that's tomorrow. And I hope that everybody had a great Christmas. I know that I did. I look forward to the new year. I look forward to the new year with a new smile. A lot of good things are going to come in 2025. In my mind, that's what I'm trying to believe. I'm really looking forward to getting my health in the right direction. And you know what? Just being a little happier and being a little more positive for my family. You know, I'm not going to have that, you know, those feelings where I've always had that constant nagging headache and soreness in my face and mouth. You know, hopefully that's all going to be gone and behind me, so I can do nothing but look forward to what's ahead of me. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what 2025 brings me and my family. So anyways, thanks for stopping in. Anything you guys want to talk about, let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you jumping in and watching this, and take care and have a happy New Year's. Thanks.